Now that our trees are all dry, let's assemble them. Using the Turbo Tacky glue, you're going to add the tiniest bit of glue onto the frame of your tree. So really, only just a touch. You don't want to use too much glue, otherwise it will be messy and it will slip. The next frame I'm going to add on is this guy, okay, with the 3 little snowflakes. But if you want to do this one next instead, you can do that too. So try out the different scenarios before you glue them and see what appeals to you most. So I am going to stick these 3 snowflakes on top of my big tree. Okay, there you go. I'm going to push it together just a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there we go. Don't put too much glue. It will squish out the sides. And, you know, it's not a train smash. If it does squish out the sides, it does dry clear. So that's okay. So let's do the next layer. The next one I'm going to glue on is this one here with a little tree. So that's going to be my 3rd layer. Again, just the tiniest bit of glue. There we go. Okay, and don't forget to put a little bit on the stem as well. There we go. And put it on, and using your fingers, just guide it in order to align. Okay, make sure it's nicely aligned at the top and on the sides. That's it, with 3 layers coming together really nicely. And your final layer. Okay, I'm going to put glue onto the tree. There we go. Are you having fun? I hope you are. This has been quite a different Christmas, hasn't it? I hope it's still been good for you. There we go. I do miss teaching you in person, I must say. It has been quite different, but thank you for joining me online. Okay, there we go. So that is my tree with the 4 layers. Lastly, you're going to glue the Be Still onto your sign, and then I'm going to show you how to assemble that. Okay, so just the tiniest bit of glue onto the little Be and Still. There you go. And then this is what you're going to attach to your stem. And that's glued. I like the Be Still just because when I am in the forest and it's snowing, I always feel so at peace. There we go. And that will attach to the stem of the big tree. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to attach it right there. And if you want to, you can angle it. To assemble the base, you're not going to glue this together. You can just use it, keep it separate so that at the end of the season you can take the tree apart and it folds up flat. Take your tree and you're going to take the smallest circle first and just push the base of your tree into the square. There we go. It is a snug fit. It will fit very tightly, just so that it doesn't fall over. You might need a little bit of pressure. Even with the one stand, it kind of works. Okay, and then you're just gonna wriggle it up a little bit and put the second one on as well. And that'll just give it a little bit more support. We did make them snug for a reason, but definitely ask somebody to help you move it along if it is too tight. And then you can put that into your second base. That is the tree. Isn't it nice? Now, if you have lights, stick with me. If you decided not to go with lights, thank you for joining me. It was so good to have you on the other end of this video, and I hope to see you again soon. So the rest of you, stay with me. I'm ready for the lights. What about you? So you've each got a little strand of lights like this. It should be just over 6 feet. And it does have a little tag in there. You have to take it out in order to activate the lights. Oh, aren't they pretty? Okay, so what you're going to do with these is just loop it around your tree. I like to actually thread. So to start off, what I would do is make sure that your battery pack is in the back so that it will not be ugly to look at. Okay, so you're going to have your battery pack over there, and these are a little bit long, so just position it so that your battery pack is at that point where you can't see it from the front, and the tail before you get to the lights is also kind of hidden. And I did put a little bit of green on there. You don't need to do that. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to show you with the completed tree how I did it. Okay, so there's my battery pack, and I've got a bit of masking tape. Okay, so mine was very long, so what I did was coiled it up a little bit. Okay, and then you can just attach your battery pack with a little bit of masking tape. I know it's not elegant, but you know what? If you put this tree against a wall somewhere, no one will ever see the back. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to use a little bit of masking tape, which I'm going to just roll up and to put on the back of the battery pack. And I'm going to attach it to the back. And then I can switch the lights on and off as I would like. Okay, the battery lasts a fair amount of time. You can always change out the batteries. They're just watch batteries. Okay, so that is that. And as you can see, I've looped in between the leaves and the stems. You can, if you want to, just wrap your tree by using the lights and then just wrapping around and around. I kind of liked having the lights loop in and out. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. It's almost like sewing. So make sure that your tail is on the back, and then just go in and out. Okay, just thread it in and out between the leaves until you get to the top. And if you want to, you can do it lit so that you have an idea of where the lights are going to be. I kind of like doing that as well. All right, and I'm going to come back through here. Okay, and you can go up and down, back and forth until you've achieved the kind of lighting that you desire on your tree. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go through the snowflakes. Okay, back and forth until I have the right coverage. If it feels complicated to you, you can simplify and just wrap your tree like this. Okay, there we go. So you're just going to wrap it like this if you want it to be a little bit simpler. Okay, and then make sure that you hook the last light onto a snowflake somewhere so that it doesn't move. There you go. And like I showed you before, attach the tail to the back with masking tape so that it doesn't move when your tree is lit. So I had so much fun doing this with you. I hope you had fun too. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via email or via my cell phone number. It's all on my website. I wish you a really peaceful and blessed Christmas season, and hope that the new year brings you so much joy and health and all the things that maybe you didn't have this last year. May they come to you in abundance next year. Take care. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.